I haven't played Ultrakill. What's your opinion of me based on that? I think there's a barrier to entry for the game, and I wouldn't blame anyone for not crossing that threshold. You're fine. I've recommended it. It's arguably my favorite indie game. One of my favorite games, but that's sort of a subjective statement. I'm not saying it's the video game. It's the video game, but I don't know if it would be the video game, if that makes sense. I haven't played Iron Lung. Is it available in VR yet? If so, I might play it. So I don't know how long these layers are. I imagine probably be flooding down for the next hour or two. We'll see. I still haven't locked in the Risk of Rain Soldier stream. I said I would do one last week, but I ended up out of town. So I think you can expect Friday for that, because I don't really have time to do it tonight. But yeah. I might have forgotten about the Gabe Newell PNG. Ultrakill. Need no introduction. Difficulty, I think at this point, with the amount I've talked about the game, I have to go violent mode. As you can see, I've gotten S's on every chapter so far. Oh, it looks like I haven't actually finished Layer 4 on violent mode. So either I play on normal, because I have beaten it. Chat, do you have an opinion on seeing me finish Layer 4? I mean, some of you haven't seen Ultrakill at all, so it might help. I just don't want to fight V2 on violent. I wasn't prepared for that. Takes 10 minutes. Let's find out if it takes 10 minutes. So we're starting on Greed. This is the layer before Wrath. And if you don't know, the layers are essentially like chapters. I'll just be working with everything I've already unlocked. Yeah. If you came to see the new content, come back in 15 minutes. Let's say 15 minutes. Oh, there's a secret level on this level, right? This is the Mandy one. Oh. What's the setup for the Mandy secret? Because I'm in town, you know? I also haven't played Ultrakill or a movement FPS in a few weeks, a week or two, so I'm kick the rust off. Shoot down one of the walls. Oh yeah, it's behind a pillar, right? I think I remember where the fight is. I will try and get to the Mandy fight. The Mandalore fight. Yeah, weapon switching. Let me know if the audio's too loud. Also, I gotta remember how to switch fists. There's so many buttons. I saw a photo of John Romero being asked to sign Doom 3. And he had this disgusting grimace on his face. That made my week. G, thank you. G is the arm button. I actually re-downloaded the game, so I might have a few off settings. Yeah, you're not going to be watching an Ultrakill speedrunner. If I finished the level once, I could, but play on low settings? Am I? What do you mean low? I thought you meant like I'm on low graphics settings, and it took me a second to realize there's not really graphics settings on a PS2 texture game. Oh, I need to bask in some blood right now. I will know the secret room when I see it. I just have to, escape this. How the fuck do you know where you're going? Well, spatial memory is developed through repetition, and also I don't. I think I missed a light, because these doors are supposed to open. I think. Yeah, so when you play on violent mode, they actually change the layout of the room. And that's why it's so difficult. It's actually randomized on this version. Okay. It is violent. Let's see if I can still do the, let's see, one... Wait. I'm trying to ricochet the lightning bolt. It's not working. Oh. Okay. I know I sound like I'm making excuses, but I need to get the wire for my mouse. Because the latency's really killing me here. Also, oh my god, 10 minutes to finish this? Are you kidding? Nuts. So, I finished Better Call Saul. I'm not gonna talk about the end or spoil anything of the series. I will recommend it. What I really wanted to bring up was I found a video essay on Better Call Saul and how it uses color. And as it turns out, the writers and producers of the show Better Call Saul think about color composition to a borderline psychotic degree, which I will elaborate on after I get the wire for my mouse. So what I mean specifically is, every single time you see the color red, blue, or yellow in Better Call Saul, somebody has a manifesto deciding the use of that color. Every single red tie that Jimmy wears, every time Kim wears a blue suit with a single stripe of red, all of it is representative of something, primarily sort of good, bad, and neutral. A lot of the cartel-related characters will often wear red to signify that they're bad guys. A lot of, like, the cops in the show will wear blue, even if it's, like, not on a uniform. And then you have Saul Goodman, who wears a lot of yellows and oranges, which is sort of, you know, the in-between, essentially. Metaphorically speaking. And it is, like, start to finish, almost every single scene in the show accounts for this in some way. Yeah, Saul Goodman's car is yellow. You know why? It's not just because it's bright and flashy like its personality. It's because yellow is meant to represent that he's sort of unorthodox. He's neither good nor bad. It sounds like a stretch on paper, but when you see every usage of the colors in the show across it, it sort of produces a meaning. Yellow also means, you know, the Mexico filter, but I don't know if that accounts for this metaphor. But it's actually really fascinating. I think the video was called just how Better Call Saul uses color. But if it still sounds like conjecture, here's what really kind of convinced me of it. So there are DVD commentaries of Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul. And if you listen to them, there are at least every 10 minutes a quote from a writer or producer of like, oh look, Jimmy's wearing a red tie here. Oh look, he's got a multicolored. Every 10 minutes in the DVD commentary, they commentate on the color of what people are wearing. So it is like entirely confirmed. It's not just speculative. Which, if you know me, I'm a big nerd for color theory, so I already kind of sensed that they did that kind of thing. I mean, you look at, like, the black and white filter, and just the way the show uses lighting, but it was fascinating how thoroughly they do it. I know what's in here. I'm in the rafters. I'm trying to get up there. I'm gonna need full health for this, though. Probably. When you unlock the flashlight in this game. There should be a video game with a reverse flashlight, where everything is overexposed and like totally white bright, and then you have a negative flashlight that lets you actually get unblinded. I'm sure that's how, like, physics works. Or light. No. There's a trick to this. Where's the soap? Where's the soap? There you are, precious child. Ultrakill, the highest rated game. Isn't it the 8th most downloaded today or something? It hit some kind of a record I saw. I think Dave tweeted out about. How do you pick up the soap and knock the soap off? Oh yeah, it's on sale, right? So... Oh. I didn't know that the price was going to increase on release. This PunkDuck says in chat. Oh, I got the soap. So yeah, if you want to get this game, get it before it releases. You don't want to be late to the party, you know? Can I get a soap emoji in chat? I don't think there's a soap emoji, but if there is one, show your support. There is a soap emote. Soap's gone, but it lives on. I should probably update the stream title to say Wrath, Hearsay, and Greed. Not now. Not after everything I've been through. Hershey's? What did I say? Hearsay? Is that not how it's said? Hearsay? Hearsay! But you're talking like I said it wrong. That's heretic? The word isn't heretic, it's hearsay. It's hearsay. It's two different words. They have a shared root, and that's it. Heresy? 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 I always thought it was hearsay. Cause it's like it's hearsay, or you're just making shit up. Hearsay. Remember to parry. Oof. Hearsay is defiance of God's will. Yeah, that's probably why it's like a sin or whatever. Because lying. I feel like God has a problem with lying. Gabriel's God, at least. I can't remember if I brought this up on chat, but I was thinking about the 7 deadly sins and whether cope could be considered an 8th. I think I did, and we concluded that it would technically be a form of pride. You know, at the very least, this is a good warm-up for when I have to play Ultrakill that I haven't seen before. Oh yeah. So I finally had a deep dish pizza for the first time. I went to a place called Giordano's, which is essentially my last name, but with like 2 different letters in it. Like, it's just spelled differently. But they wouldn't give me a family discount, weirdly enough. And I was kind of bummed about that. Oh my god, I'm 8 HP. No! I didn't notice until I was close and then I panicked. I ate the deep dish. It was just a lasagna. I mean, it's good. I'm not one of those people that like hates deep dish pizzas because it's not pizza. It's pizza. It's just not none of the convenience of pizza with all of the calories. That's what it felt like. It's good. It's a little emasculating eating it with a fork, but yeah, it felt more like a pie than it did anything else. A meat pie. Deep dishes are just meat pies. Pour some sugar on me. You eat your deep dish with a fork? Yeah. It does. Deep dish, the one I made wasn't built to last. You pick that thing up and it falls apart. I mean, it doesn't fall apart, but like, the toppings are under the sauce, so there's nothing sort of adhesiving it to the crust. Normally the sauce would sort of stick everything to it, but it just slides off. So I had to eat it in little chunks. Which again felt subhuman. Almost back to where I was. Blowing myself up and healing off the collateral. Works for me. So I'm trying to get into designing other characters that isn't just... Thanks for that. That isn't just Scrombo Blomblo. Other characters in the FUNKe lore. And I kind of settled on the idea of looking at inanimate objects for inspiration. And I sort of feel like I need to get in the booth with the pastor and sort of admit something I've done. So I was at the airport, and you know, I had 10 minutes, I needed to go take a piss. And while I was in there, I walk into the stall, and I just see a seat completely drenched in golden piss. And I looked at it and thought, this is kind of beautiful. This toilet, it's sort of this pearlescent white, covered in like a deep, very dehydrated yellow. And so while I was waiting, I got out my sketch pad, and you know how like my bomb guy sort of has the hat with the two sides on it, and then the circle for a face? If you look at a toilet from like a bird's eye view, it sort of has the same silhouette, right? You have the circle with the sides, right? So I came up with a design for a character based off of a pissy toilet. And it actually, I kind of like it. It sort of has like the flowing side bangs with yellow highlights. Am I sharing too much? And I finished it, and I thought I actually want to use this for something. And to be clear, there are other characters I've drawn. I probably should have led with this that aren't based off of toilets. It's just that was probably the weirdest example I've come up with. I don't have a photo on hand. I mean, I have a photo, but not on my hard drive. There's a character that's a candle. There's one that has books taped to his head. And I just don't feel like I should be judged for finding beauty in everything. If I beat the room this try, I'll show you it. Oof. What do you know? Bidet? Oh, I didn't think of a bidet. Maybe I can make it like an entire subspecies. Or just maybe like a family unit. And HP. Any reason you went for inanimate objects? It's kind of just following the bomb blow. I made that character by literally just turning Toon Link's head into a bomb. So I figure maybe the same logic will work in other ways. I don't want it to be so obtuse that there's no subtlety. But it can be an interesting way to personify things. But there's no practical reason. I don't want to make every character a bomb. That feels a bit too derivative. Let's get all the hardest things dead first. I got one character where I just slapped hi-hat cymbals to the side of their head. Making characters is so easy. You just draw things with a face. It's that simple. I'm also at the point in animation where I'm constantly fighting the urge to animate jojo fights. Like, not a fan fight, just fight mechanics that are so convolutedly specific that they're essentially stand abilities. One of them, I think it probably is already a stand. But you know, like no clip in Source games? You could just like fly outside of the walls. There's this one indie game, God, I can't remember the name of it, called like Hammer Zone or something. And the whole mechanic in it is you find this hammer, and when you swing it at a wall, you can no-clip out of it. But you don't get like flight, you just sort of get an invisible platform. And the whole game is you sort of platforming outside of the level. Which I thought would actually make for a really interesting thing to animate. Yeah, I know the Green Day fight sort of has that. There's a character in JoJo that can burrow underground, and they can basically freely move in the ground. It's not quite the same, but I mean, it is no clip. It's no clip, but only downwards. The other one, the other stand idea, I'm just saying stand idea, I don't know what it would be. It's an ability I feel like I understand well, but I'm gonna struggle to describe. But you can touch any object and sort of repeat an action infinitely. So let's say you flip a light switch. You flip it on and off, and you can have that action repeat infinitely. Don't fucking say gold experience, that's not what cheer is. But you can only do it like one object at a time. So you could like take a sword and swing it, and then have it sort of repeated infinitely. And there's just sort of a sword in the air swinging. You don't have to hold it or anything. I did watch FLCL, but if there's a connection there, it didn't consciously connect for me. If you shoot a gun, could it shoot infinitely? That's a good question. You could balance it a lot of different ways. And I've thought about that. I think there would be limitations based on what you're using. Like if you're using ammo, it starts clicking after 6 shots, right? However, I think you could avoid logic in some ways, where like if you throw a bottle, when the action repeats, maybe it sort of just teleports back to the start point instead of having to sort of like smoothly fly back to it. I'm glad this idea is at least somewhat comprehensible. Anyways, whenever I'm walking my dog recently, I sort of like I play this fight in my head of the character who can no-clip versus the character who can repeat actions. And I try to figure out who would win. And I think of all the interesting ways they could gigabrain each other. Is it just one action? Because one thing like a revolver, you need to pull the trigger and cock. The way I thought of it in my head, it's sort of like whatever you're touching in your hand is what you can apply the action to. You can't apply the action to something across the room. But if you're holding a gun and you cock the trigger, then both things fall under it, because it's one object. It's just multiple moving parts. As long as everything touches at some point, I think you're good. Could the ability be used to make someone infinitely run? No, because I think it wouldn't work on organic matter. I think the way you balance this, because you could cryostasis someone, you could freeze them. I don't think this ability would be balanced if it worked on living things. I also have some really weird ideas for the no-clip ability, but I don't... It's not anything I could possibly explain. So, you know in quantum mechanics, how things only occur when they're observed, right? Like that slit light experiment. So theoretically, if this person with a stand that lets you like pull someone out of bounds into no-clip territory. Everything that occurs in like the void space has to be observed. So if you like close your eyes and punch someone, they didn't get punched. So if the no-clip guy pulls you into like the no-clip zone and starts wailing on you, you just gotta get him to close his eyes. And then you're safe. Or to explain shonen fights and beat a shonen fight, which is what this room is. I think that was a good explanation. Why? You are very high. Okay, I'll deal with you later. I might have to switch this to normal mode. It's not that I can't do violent, it's that I don't want to do violent. I want to do violent, but I don't want all the hardship involved. This is my last violent try. I think I can do it, I just can't articulate as well. And I'd rather talk to chat while I'm doing this. Oh my gosh, wouldn't you know it? I beat it. That's crazy. First try. You know what? Just for the sake of it. Here in the desert. Is Ultrakill darker than I remember? No, it's not. Flare de Soleil. You know what? I shot him before he got up. They got up off the chair, so I kind of deserve to lose this one. That wasn't sportsmanlike. Punch you with your own fist. I saw a tweet from, forgive me for not knowing the full name, Gianni, the voice actor guy. The guy who does Gabriel. All the Gabriel memes he voices. I think someone like did a fan art of my character regarding Ultrakill, and Gianni Matragrano, yeah, responded just like complimenting the sweater of my character, and then he's like, "Oh, FUNKe, I know that guy. He's the one who did the Ultrakill, who started the Ultrakill Weezer arc." And I didn't remember what he was talking about, so it was the most insane statement I had ever seen. I was like, what the fuck are you... And then I remembered Hakita having like 3 days where he just tweeted about Weezer nonstop because of the rating I gave Ultrakill, I guess. But I had never heard it phrased as the Ultrakill Weezer arc. Is it weird having people who you have no clue you exist talk about you? I don't even understand what you just said. If you mean Gianni mentioning me without knowing me personally, I thought it was funny. I mean, clearly he does know in some way. I think that's just being on the internet. You interact with a lot of people who know you, but you don't know them, or vice versa. Damn. This is standard mode, by the way. No, I think I'm still on violent, actually. I gotta remember the punch tug. Do I need to practice? Eh. Oh my god. I haven't read it yet, but earlier I was talking about how Better Call Saul uses color. I guess one of like the writers or directors for the show wrote a book called If It's Purple, Someone's Gonna Die, which is apparently some essential reading for any upcoming filmmaker. Just seems to be a video talking about how you can have psychotic levels of overthinking with like your wardrobe and sets. Apparently they thought a lot about this, where they would be filming for Better Call Saul, just based on like what would the lighting look like. sometimes they would have to use artificial sets, or artificial lighting, I guess, just to have full control of the lighting. Other times, they would really have to sort of, I don't know, shut down options they were looking at because the lighting wasn't good enough. Or they'd have to, like, you know, get a window installed somewhere, that kind of stuff. You're not getting away this time. I'm gonna be mad if they don't use Live and Learn in the Sonic 3 movie. Just given the events that will happen. Oh yeah, that level reminds me of fighting Shadow, by the way. That's why I bring that up. And there you have it. Now we're back up to the... Well, after this, we're up to the newest Ultrakill levels. You heal in this game by bathing in blood, literally. You run under dead enemies with your mouth open straight into the sky. FUNKe, I'd recommend switching it so that the green shotgun is the one you switch to. How do I do that? Is it like switch remember last weapon variation? I was wondering why I had to do that. That's why I was having trouble doing the, this. The coin... that's not why I was having trouble. Anyways, yeah. Now starting the new levels of Ultrakill. Terminal. Got Whiplash equipped. Is there anything new? Oh. I see. So, one tractor overheat. Overheat. Malicious. Another thing they added is you can now change the color palette of your weapons. And with enough money, you can make it whatever you want. I do not have enough money. Do I have Palace, though? Guess I'll just put on the coolest skins I have. Standard, Magnum, Icebreaker. I'm kind of feeling Magnum. I'm assuming this applies to all the variants. Acidic. Gotta keep them all different. Hard to see the color when everything is tinted red, but that's cool. You have to change the variant color as well? I don't think you do, because there's only one color thing. I've seen a lot of the updates that were posted, but I'll generally keep quiet until I see stuff, just for anyone that's trying to like see it for the first time. Won't like tell you what I'm gonna find. Mushroom. Let's see what kind of reputation Ultrakill can get with an underwater level. See, it's interesting because the grapple hook really is perfect for this. So I have to imagine Hakita is sort of known for a while that this was the plan for the next layer. Because the grapple came out, but at the time there wasn't any indication, I don't think, that there would be like an underwater level. Let's actually pump those tunes a little bit. Blood is fuel even when it's diluted and distilled. Does anyone hear like a rattling in their left ear? Or is that just my headphones? Just me? That must be the earworm. Earwig? That must be the earwig in my ear. It actually is very believable that the music you hear is just constantly playing in V1's ears. And that's why it sounds so muffled. Are those headphones at that point, or are those just heads? Head. That's just your head. V1 gaslighting me, telling me it's all in my head. Brain phones. Oh. V1 apparently can't swim. That's what I'm learning. V1 can only sort of fall. was trying to rocket jump to that, I guess, chandelier. Oh wow, even your shots, I think they just kind of veer off because of something water refraction. Jeez, how much research did they do making this level? They changed where shots go. There's something about like the muffled audio my headphones don't like, because they're like physically rattling. I don't mind, but I'm noticing it. It's just lower gravity. Yeah, but I didn't think that would change the angle. I would just think it would be slower. Oh, it is a bass thing. I didn't even think about that. There's a skull that I just ignored. It camouflages into the water. They're not bad headphones. They're like studio ones for my audio interface. I don't know what they are. HD 280 Pro. That's what I got on. Not the most comfortable, but really only use them when I'm recording. I love how the more movement you get in this game, the bigger the rooms get, like physically. Works. I guarantee you that green creature has the most fan art of any enemy in Ultrakill. It's just like a gut feeling. Untrue, it's Gabriel. You might be right, actually. Gabriel does have a fucking sick design. I finally had the pleasure of missing a D&D session. Not a pleasure, I was sad because I was out of town, but it's a pleasure because I got to hear my party roleplay my character for me in my absence. And what I learned is either they think my character is way nicer than he actually is, or they were using my absence as an excuse to not have to put up with my asshole character. The real fun part is just I got to hear every single person in my party.
You like this high up nasally voice.
At least once across the session. It's a shame, because up until this point, I'd never missed a session. I was the last person in our party to, like, not go on vacation or anything. But it was nice. Die, die, die. Only pump that twice, it's the beggar's bazooka of shotguns. Great simplification. What if I want a beggar's jump? I hit 3. This is like what grapple hooks should be in video games. They aren't on like a predefined trajectory. They don't have a whole startup animation, it's just click. And it's actually pretty precise, it's not just like an icon. You gotta aim it. That is a grapple hook. Well, I'm not using that. Appreciate it from Dusk. Looking forward to it too. The good news is Pybun got cell shading working on the bomb blow model. So now I'm getting a better idea of what kind of art style I want to animate stuff with. It just like looks like a gigantic character now, which is actually kind of the idea. Oh yeah, I forgot that they tweeted about it, so you can see it. I guess I could just show it. I was like, should I wait to... Doesn't really matter. It's only like a single reference image right now. But coming along with getting cell shading done on the Bomby model, and it looks something like this. If you don't look at shaders as much as someone that's animating does, you might not totally know, but it's just like, it's harder lighting, basically. Which you could not do in Source Filmmaker. You could kind of fake it in some ways, but yeah, now you can I actually have that option. And Pybun has some phenomenal work. Blood. Ever tried 2D animation? Yeah, I mean, it was early on, and when I was like a lot younger, that was the first type of animation I did outside of stop motion. I think it's a really valuable skill, but I think it helps to have the right equipment, I guess. It's not like, if I'm using a mouse and keyboard, 3D animation is my preference. If I am working on like a tablet, that's when 2D is more fun for me. No, I don't know much about it, but I want to. I mean, right now the only 2D animation I do is for like lip sync and occasionally like background assets. Like, in my concept art video, I had to paint a wall with spaghetti, with alphabet soup, I guess, really. And I wasn't gonna model alphabet soup for that joke, so I did that with 2D animation. Which is actually a bit easier than you would think, to animate just a splatter of tomato blood on the wall. You just kind of have to, like, have a good third eye for it. Character animation's a lot more tricky. I think, like, abstract shapes are generally a lot easier to animate because you don't have to be on model. At least that's my limited experience. Remind me in chat to not use the beggar shot. I don't need it now. Maybe I should take it off of that one. I prefer the palm. Roller Dome came out recently, right? I don't know if that was also today. But there's this other game where you have basically a shotgun and you're on roller skates. And it looks really fun, but I didn't even know it was coming out. So, not streaming that tonight, but maybe later in the week. There are multiple guns, but I saw the shotgun, I think. Oh yeah, for anyone who missed it, Sephi hosted a Smash tournament in my Discord. I made it to the first round of losers brackets, which is my best performance in a tournament. So, it was fun. After I was out, I just sort of hung out in BC and casted with the last match. But it was a fun tourney. So if you see someone in the Discord with like a different name color, that's where they got it. They won it by winning the Smash tournament. What did I play as? I played as Zero Suit. Because that was my main when Ultimate came out. I didn't keep up my practice though. I kind of stopped playing. What came out after Joker? Whatever was the slot after that. Terry? Maybe? Terry or Hero? Yeah, I was around Hero. I kind of, moved on. I mean, I still play... I'm playing Multiverses. I don't play Rivals that much, but I got a friend that's really into it, so I get coaxed into that now and then. Played well? Yeah, I took 3 stocks across my 3 matches. Collective gains. This is standard? Alright, maybe clear the bullet fodder first. They keep beelining for green marionette doll. I remembered the G button. It's really the street cleaners, I think, sort of catch me when I fall, so... should help. 5 HP. Shame. There are a lot of pretty wacky combos you can pull off in this game. That, even ones I don't know about. Which may be why this room is easier for some. I kind of just fall back on using all my ammo and then switching. Okay, hard part's over. Hard part is starting again. I don't trust it. Ah. I think I've only heard 2 or 3 of the new tracks so far, but it fits in, you know, like a glove. It's not like it's a big stylistic departure or anything. It's more breakbeat. But whatever those, like, more bassy instruments, the, like, muffled trumpets and synthesizers. I'm guessing they're going for like an underwater vibe and it's working. Artsy ragdoll. I feel like it did work, just beelining Mind Flayer. To beat the Mind Flayer, you must become the Mind Flayer. So many particles in my face. This isn't viable, but you can do an orbital strike by launching a coin with the knuckle duster and then shooting another coin with the malicious rail cannon. What, you just mean that? What do you mean shooting another coin? Oh, I see. A double ricochet. I guess. If that's what you mean, I was just always assuming you could only do it with one. But yeah, that would work. A shotgun? Oh, the knuckle duster. You need to open oh, it's the whole thing. Damn. Okay. Remind me when there isn't a ceiling. Good advice here. Just gonna spam R and 2 and see how far I get. Not enough. It's a strat. In fairness, things run under the heads, and so the explosions still do stuff. I feel funny when people see my videos and sort of conclude I'm the Ultrakill expert by how much I hype it up, and then they come to my stream and they get to see me doing this. Why isn't it dying? I'm sorry, it's like muscle memory. I've developed a bad habit of M2ing them. No, no, not shooting that. Freshened up. I'm starting to understand the person who said this song sounds like Harder, Better, Faster, Stronger. At least that one part of it. No grappling enemies run. I'm hearing that might be a good idea. No explosion? I mean, what other explosion is there? Does lightning gun count as an explosion? I guess maybe the red punch is kind of fruitless. This is easier if I don't have to look at her at all. knuckle. Alright, gotta crack the knuckles after that one. Akira made, well, the whole team working on Ultrakill made too much content. I just burned my hour of gameplay in one room. Do I really need any more? Want to look around. There's no harm, right? Everything's dead. So if there's a secret to find, now's the time to find. Fish. Oh, look at that thing. Can't go fishing. Wow. I want to nab me a tuna. Is there an I hope there's an achievement for killing every single fish in this room, because I'm about to find out. Hiding. You know it. It's gotta be all of them, right? All look dead to me. Jeez. Oh my god, no way. What the fuck is this? Can't get a good look at him. Dope. Being told his name is Dopefish. I don't think he's supposed to be stuck. Kind of feel like I gotta put him out of his misery. Harder, better, faster, stronger. Hey. New. I'm sure most of you have seen the meme, right? That's a nice argument, Senator. Why don't you back it up with a source? My source is I made it the fuck up! The Metal Gear Rising joke. If you haven't seen it, the original voice actors went and redubbed it. Well, they like made TikToks of it. The actual voice actor for Raiden and Armstrong recorded themselves doing the lines, and then someone stitched them together. So the real voice actors actually do it. And yeah, I am serious. And that made my week. It's the closest thing we're ever getting to Metal Gear Rising 2, and I don't even think that's a joke. Because when is Raiden ever gonna voice anything ever again? Gianni voices it? Gianni has a version of it. Or do you mean like the original? Because yeah, he made that. There's a few versions of it. But there is also a version with the real DAs. Did he not read the tip? No, I was talking about Metal Gear Rising, so I saw a few people say it's pretty important, and it probably is. When does this game give tips? I remember this game giving tips. Oh, the weakness. That's, that could be a problem. As long as they can die. Without me dying. They look like sentient vacuum cleaners. Everything is so dangerous. read the tip. 2 click FE click FE click F. Doing a control there for good measure. This is the new level for anyone just tuning in. One of the new levels. 30 restarts, 4 secrets missed. But I got an S on kills, so... Standard difficulty. The graphics. It works really well, but I love how it's animated like you're on like a Disney ride. And you just have a mechanical arm in the background. Oh yeah, skins, right? I totally forgot. I might have a few more skins. I need a lot more soul orbs to be doing that. But I can change them. Aren't you glad you got to see that ocean for 3 seconds before I ran back into a generic area? I don't even want to slide. I want to take it in. Kind of cool camera angle, though. For anyone seeing this game for the first time, if you're still interested, go to the URL devilmayquake.com. They still have the rights to it, thankfully. What's interesting is we seem to be at the sort of the point in, I guess, SFM's lifespan where people are finally like porting TF2 assets to Blender because they're just realizing it's way easier to work in Blender. Oh my god. Full restart. A lot of what's Cino's work, the you know, the 2 heavies SFMs. A lot of the weird shots in that are made in Blender. Like when he punches the soldier's face and it melts inwards. Yeah, Poo Disengage. That's one example. I'm seeing more Blender TF2 work recently. And I recently saw one where someone took the Sentry Buster and they put them in like, I don't know, like Ugg boots. And just had them dancing. In these sort of like luxury shoes. Designer shoes.
Hello, Justin with a Y.
And it's interesting seeing, like, people escape the limitations of SFM. In fact, let me see if I can find it. I would love to show it on stream. It might be hard.
This is official Grotto lore.
I looked up TF2 Sentry Buster animation and I see a picture of the TF2 Sentry Buster but with like a sailor outfit and some large knockers, which isn't what I'm looking for. But good to know those are still circulating. Oh, I found it. One of the many perks of this new renaissance. So there you go. This is
What's
made
his
by
rap name?
Snooter. S. Busto. Sentry Busta Rhyme, probably. Are they Splatoon shoes? Well, I said they were luxury shoes. And they're from Splatoon. I don't see a contradiction in my statement. I'm stoked for Splat Tray. God, I fucking love Splatoon 2, and I fucking hated the servers. Splatoon 2... Splatoon is great if you don't mind not finishing half your matches. This water is so disorienting. Also, is this like a Gygus thing? Is this like the Souls of the Damned? Or is it just actually water? Probably Souls. It's the ocean Styx. I don't think that was an ocean, though. Waves of the Starless Sea. The Styx was a river. I mean, this could be a river, but Styx isn't an ocean, typically. In the lore, it became an ocean. I didn't know that part. That's terrifying and cool. It was a river. Wow, I didn't know that there was deeper lore to Styx. How about that? I need to brush up on hell. Lighthouse. Lightning.
The Ocean Styx lore stuff is up ahead in a book. Are you forklift certified yet?
I look forward to it then. No, I'm not. Oh wow, there's a black hole right at the very center of the sky. Scussy.
If you slide, you can skip across the water like a rock. Try to visit the island.
We'll all be the souls of the damned. I might have... My aim was off. Yeah. The lighthouse. Knock knock. I'm gonna regret that. Come on.
The malicious base is immune to explosions. Stop shooting it with explosives.
I didn't think I was. But noted. Damn, big level. Wonder how far out I can go before I start regretting it. There are two bodies there, look at them. Hark, Neptune has struck them dead. Walter White. I don't know the reference. Lighthouse? Yeah, that checks out. Is that a bullet in the side of the head? Oh, no, wait, that's an ear. I didn't... For some reason, it didn't register to me that there's a hole in your skull for your ear. I'm like, why the fuck is there... Why is there a hole in the skull? Alright, that's cool. I didn't see another island. Oh, I hope I aim this right.
Also, you don't have to stomp the sentry to stop the lock-on. You can just shoot its antenna with the revolver.
Good to know. Okay, checkpoint. Where the hell, Gabriel's lunchbox? Oh wait, we're in hell. Go to limbo. How the fuck do I get in the house? What is this game design, dude? Where the fuck am I? I know there's a door. Chat members. I know that I know that I jumped over the door. Oh god. Okay, I'll go in the door. Excuse me, I closed that. I don't even want to kill you. Okay, I can't. I'm just gonna have to read it while running. Some calamity has struck the mortal world. What once was the river Styx has now grown to an unfathomable ocean. A million weeping souls pouring in each day that the shores can barely contain. A tearful tide spilling over at each end, bow astern, crying for mercy, begging for safe passage. But not all souls can pay, and these old hands can only take so many coins. Then one day, the current shifted, wave after wave for minutes on end, of millions, billions, and as though the throat of the world was cut wide, and the head wrenched back to speed the pour. I didn't have time to react. The weariness from my ceaseless work claimed me, and I slipped beneath the roiling sea. Into the depths of the ocean Styx, my fate sealed by crushing masses of endless bodies. Suddenly, there was a light as brilliant as the Lord himself, ushering me from the darkness with mighty arms that held me with such compassion and warmth as I have never known. Be not afraid, sinner. Your devotion to God shows goodness in you. Plentiful indeed. The heart is willing, but the body must rest, lest you squander one of the Lord's creations. His gentle words erased the pain and mended my wounds. My face wet with tears of relief, my words muffled by the weight of my duty. I could only lay in reverence, carried in the embrace of majesty. Radiant is Gabriel, for he is the light in my darkness. Remaining text irrelevant. Oh, nice place. I don't trust. Oh, I really don't trust. I just don't trust any statues in this game, so to see one of Gabriel is really triggering my fight or flight. Just punch until they die. It works. I've noticed that humanity, myself included, kind of has an
I want to
obsession.
use this text-to-speech to say something snarky and backseat why, but I got nothing.
That's fine. I've noticed that humanity has an obsession with river and ocean metaphors more than like most other, like you don't hear that many stories about just mountains or even the sky or anything. They're usually more single details, but oceans and rivers seem to be really, really popular for whatever reason. And I kind of was wondering about the psychology of it. I mean, it makes sense. It's, you know, water is alive in a lot of ways. Not alive, but animated. I noticed this when I was writing a story that had to do with a river. And then South Park released a special that was all about rivers. And I kind of just crumbled in my chair, like, oh, I'm a hack. And now I just see stories about rivers everywhere. I don't know if that's just me. Like, rivers are really in season. Rivers Cuomo. If the shoe fits, civilization originated around rivers. Yeah, that's a good point. It is pretty vital to our agriculture. Synchronicity. I just kind of appreciate the beauty of... It's such a, like, basic thing. But you really can write it a dozen ways. The thing I was trying to write about... Well, I was really kind of doing a thought experiment. Just picking something and researching it, I guess. And I had this question to myself, which is a river defined by the water flowing in it, or is it still a river even if it's, like, empty? Like, is the river the hole in the ground, the water, or both? And looking it up, I couldn't get, like, a concise answer, but it seemed like a lot of knowledgeable people considered even an empty river still sort of important to the the environment. Like, even when a river goes dry, there are animals that'll, like, take refuge and live in the empty river. Or they'll, I don't know, eat the shit that's sort of sitting on the dry riverbed. Some rivers, even when they dry up, will still get filled with rainwater. Or, you know, a flash flood or something will just suddenly start the cog again, and they'll become a running river. So even when a river stops flowing, it's still sort of a river, technically. An empty river is a dry riverbed, right? Yeah, the correct term would be just a dry riverbed, I guess. I just wondered if there was, like, a deeper conversation to that. I also ended up finding, I guess, this, like, old folklore story, you know, like, kind of thing you'd tell your kids before bed, about a frog that would drink up the entire river and then hide underground. And you have to find the frog and squeeze it at the top of the river so that the river would start flowing again. And it sounded like it would make a fun inspiration for something, but I haven't done anything with it yet. Yeah, you squeeze the frog. It has a name, but I'm blanking on it. The further in Ultrakill you get, the more you get smited, I'm noticing. Almost like there's religious undertones or something. Couldn't be. Tough dice. It comes down to the hole truly because a river is an indentation in the ground formed by flowing water. You'd say that. According to the Tao Te Ching, a pot is only as valuable as the space inside of it, as the empty space in the middle of it. Take that as you will. You know, I used to think, like, I've heard a lot of people thought that phrase is, like, really confusing. And it is, but I kind of clicked when I was looking up the river stuff. That's when that phrase actually made sense to me. Because, like, a dry riverbed still has value, right? There's potential for water to fill it. There is resources that animals can get from it. So, even if you have, like, an empty vase, you can fill it with whatever you want. Even if the vase itself is sort of, like, not the point. It's only having the vase around that you have those options. So I guess an empty vase is potential. I guess that's sort of the takeaway. It's all about potential, not what is or isn't. You could fill a vase with water from a squeezed frog, if you wanted. Oh my god. Stop exploding yourself, Justin. I'm begging me. I guess maybe I wasn't paying attention. I know there's always an invincible, but the thing doesn't always open while they're invincible. And I guess I just didn't notice the angel had that. Because it's already, like, blindingly white. But I hear ya. That is 100% why I haven't progressed. Oh my gosh. Woo. It's another one of those bring it to the end levels. Boat. This river Styx has something about a ferry, right? A ferry to take you across the river Styx. Weapon won't get me killed. There's some sort of, box. Oh, it's gone. Sentry gib. I thought I'm like, oh, the soap 2.0. It's an ammo box. It's a gib. It's a jib. Nice place. Boat. Put this here. How is it not fallen over? Can I just take some of these off? I feel like I don't even use half of these. I shouldn't be trusted with the pump charge, honestly. I kind of like both revolvers. Attractor? Ever use the attractor? Amish strats? What does that mean? It's called being a minimalist, okay? I don't wear clothing with logos on it. Live with it. You. Blue Bones. Look at Mr. Blue Bones over here. They're not supposed to be blue. Really put an off-limits sign on this boat. Oh. Looks enticing.
I would just like to bring attention to how the special challenge on 5 to 1 is don't touch water.
Well, I failed. I walked on it. I didn't go under it. Go up. I do want to see that. I don't know if I can. I might already be locked in. The thing is, I don't have enough for a rocket jump. All right, I'll do this first. Okay. Glad I explored. Does FUNKe know about slam storage? No, but your mother doesn't. What's that? I actually want to know. What's slam storage? Did I unequip all of my shotguns? I don't have a shotgun. Okay. I am Amish. It has eggs. It has flat, pixelated JPEG eggs. Who am I to take it from its home?
Nom 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 nom.
I'm giving it all my money. The ghost ship?
Hamster.
Hamster. Oh, excuse this. I gotta do this hamster. Hope you don't mind. Alright. If I mash buttons, it looks like I know what I'm doing. I'm gonna solo him with the hamster. That's the furthest I've gotten. So, food for thought. Can't use anything.
Hamster attack.
I mean, it was so funny hearing it say hamster. It just gets better and better. Okay, I gotta have something. I gotta have a backup plan, you know? I can only use
Yo-yo hamster.
the railgun.
Hamster with chain.
A malicious screwdriver. I don't even know what the difference is.
Hamster 2, the Hamptoning.
Absolutely imposing for a robot to walk in the room yo-yoing a hamster.
Ultrakill hamster speedrun no hit 100% glitchless.
That way. No. Floor. You had it, hamster. Had it.
A dubious little creature getting up to mischief.
He would never do mischief. might regret that shot. Sort of my backup health right there. And now it's hard mode. It's only a win if I finish with a hamster punch. That's the only way it counts.
FUNKe, are you a fan of any sports and or teams?
Did me good, Mr. Chubbles. Any sports teams and or fans? Yeah, I'm all about that Atlanta rain, baby. No affiliations. I mean, go to a Braves game every now and then. I kinda... Oh, hamster gone. I had to return him. Yes. If it's got
50%.
If it's got Georgia on the name, I know of them. That's about the extent.
Slam storage, perform a wall jump mid-round slam. Jump while V1 is flush against a wall mid-slam. V1 will be airborne with their normal movement speed, though still creating the slam particles.
Writing
In
this
this
down.
state, V1 is storing the momentum of the ground slam, and can still ground slam enemies underneath.
Huh. Wall jump mid ground slam. An A press is an A press. You can't say it's only half. Oh, come on, Gabriel.
Hamster gone without hamster, I am lost.
I'm sorry, Paul Hogan. What happened to the destroyable surfaces in Layer 1? They did that like once and then I haven't seen them since.
TJ Hamster Yossi.
I know that's not a cracked one. I just meant in general, I haven't seen a cracked surface. Maybe it was just a layer exclusive? I love that even after a few years, like every new layer in Ultrakill really just does feel like more on the formula, you know? It's grapple. It's like more Ultrakill. Ultra-kill. Plus Ultrakill. It's a lot of kill, basically, my point. Uber duper kill. Has there been a room in Ultrakill where one of the statues doesn't come alive just to fuck with you? I feel like I would fall for it. Oh, 1? Okay, I don't know if that counts, but fair enough. I mean, of course in the rooms before you fight the twins. I wonder why those ones don't attack you. Like, canonically, maybe they're just sleepy. Songs are really starting to hit. I'm surprised the boat is this buoyant on an ocean of souls. I guess souls roughly have the viscosity of actual water. There was like a test at some point, like an actual scientific test to find out the physical weight of a soul. And what they would do is they would weigh bodies before and after someone died. Like someone that was like on the hospital bed. There was a number for it. God, I wish I could remember. It's like 21 ounces or something. 21 grams. Yeah. On average, a human body weighed 21 grams less after it died. And the conclusion was that's the human soul leaving the body. Could also be like air or something, but still, it's a real study. Now someone like do the game theory math on what
20 grams of weight and your soul
a
escapes
buoyant
coming out
that
of
would be
gut
as an
or
ocean.
neck.
Your soul comes out as a duck or an ape. I mean, ape would probably be the most compatible. If you could switch bodies with any animal for a day, what could you pick? But, and this is the important part, your day is, you're spending a day in the actual, like, brain chemistry of that animal. So if you choose, like, an octopus, your brain is gonna have a fucking panic attack, because nothing makes sense. Up is down, it's spread 8 ways. But, you'll learn a lot about how other things perceive the world. Cat. Basically, if you pick anything that isn't a mammal, you're gonna get, like, traumatized from it. You're gonna spend 24 hours in shock, essentially. I use the parry arm when someone points out I don't, and then I start using it. Mantis shrimp. They just seem like assholes. watched like a lot of videos of mantis shrimp in cages, and they just pummel the fuck out of anything you put in there. They just seem like such angry creatures. I kind of agree with orangutan. I feel like they would... That'd be compatible with my brain and soul, I think. For a day. I'm trying to think of the weirdest animals, like it would be for your brain to get used to. Like pretty much any fish. A water bear? That's not, that's a micro animal. That's a microorganism. That's not an animal. I get what you mean though. Maybe a dolphin. Dolphin, I feel like we would stand to gain the most from, just based on how complex their brains are. Like, I wouldn't become smarter, but... I don't know. I would find out really quick whether they're capable of like, language. Cognition? I guess we already know they are. I don't know. I would be curious, like, is their brain actually kind of like ours? Or is it super way different? Because if there's still a semblance of me and a dolphin, then we know that they're at least the same. Definitely made sense. What about a bug? An insect is, I also think, not an animal, technically. But you do you. I'm not gonna stop you. Insects or animals? Okay, but maybe I should also clarify that assuming you're taking on the brain structure of an animal, anything under a certain complexity, you basically just are erasing your hard drive, so to speak. If you're picking any animal that isn't at least like half as complex as your brain, then you're probably not all gonna be there, you know what I mean? Like anything below maybe a prairie dog, you're in idle mode. You're AFK. Which might be nice, honestly. Yellow fox. Glad you like it. Jellyfish don't have brains. Don't. Got legs for days though. I don't know if I'm going the right way. I just remember seeing... Yeah, there it is. There better not be a latrine in one of these. Minecraft bed. The vase is only as useful as its empty space. No, it's not. Love their mansions, huh? Oh, it's freaking invincible.
It's true. Jellyfish are no heads, no brains. However, one jellyfish does have a brain. The box jellyfish. It's so small that can't be seen. Faster than professional swimmers. Super toxic and is the only jellyfish that actively hunts.
That's insane. A hunting jellyfish. That's sick. I'm jelly of that. Yeah, there's some jelly. I guess like Man of Wars, particularly
That's
where
only if I die, I want that to kill me.
if you look up like Man of War stings, they will wrap these endlessly long tendrils around like your entire leg, and they basically give you a full wrap tattoo for free. Only you pay with a lot of pain. But they almost permanently sort of scar you with these long tendrils. Not afraid, sinner. Oh no. Oh god. Things are about to get real heated. I mean, to be honest, most jellyfish are essentially just stage hazards for fish. That's all they are. Don't swim into one and you'll be alright. Although, easier said than done when they're totally translucent. Oh yeah, turtles eat them, don't they? What great creatures. If turtles could smile, I think they wouldn't. But I love them anyways.
You can't have malicious faces with malicious explosions.
Why? I don't know. They just kind of have, you know, they're slothy vibes. Honestly, a lot of turtles seem cranky to me. And the ones that aren't just seem confused. Like, they don't even know why they're like that.
Actual first-hand experience, I'm pretty sure clear jellies don't hurt you. Me and my brother when
That's
we were
so.
kids used to catch them at the beach. You had to feel them out, and they would not sting.
Interesting. That's kind of messed up. Like, I mean, I guess it's convenient. The jellyfish you're most likely to swim into are the ones that probably won't hurt you. You would just think the dangerous ones would have eventually evolved to be transparent, but maybe that helps keep them alive because things avoid getting near them at all because they can see them. Oh, actually, that does make sense now that I think it out. How are the clear ones still alive then? I guess you can't hunt what you can't see. I can use a different railgun. The problem is I keep forgetting the railgun button is 4. And I don't like reaching that far. Oh. I do not know what my health is. You can hold Q. Wow. Learn something every day. You guys want to hear about a psychotic dream I had? Not the Gaslighters one. Let me check my notes app while my phone's still alive. Alright. So, I don't know the context of it, but in this dream, I found this screen. I guess it was sort of an omnipotent, like, AI screen. It was just like a fancy TV. You could ask any question. It was a magic mirror. I found a magic mirror that you could ask any question. You know, like, what did I have for breakfast for tomorrow? What's the genetic code of whatever. I went up to this magic mirror and I said, show me God. And then everything went black, and then these rays of red started, like, centering in on me and speeding up faster and faster. And then do you want to know what this sort of, like, faceless orb that I guess is God said to me? It said, no empty bushes, do you understand? And then I woke up. I don't know what he meant by that. But it was cryptic. And I know it's like just meaningless slosh in my brain, but it sounded so ominous to me that I felt, I don't know, worried when I woke up. Because it acted like I was supposed to understand that, and I didn't. So that's what God said, I guess. I met him. And I ran out of my meds. But that's not relevant. I would compare the experience to sleep paralysis, I think. very like that, only you're still asleep. I guess that's just called a nightmare. No empty bushes means beauty is pointless without the inhabitants to enjoy it. So what you're saying is, even a dry river is still useful? Or even an empty vase is still useful? Yeah, I mean, I think it was jargon, but I appreciate you looking for meaning in it. Am I alright? I think so. This is my interpretation of it. I think my brain was trying to think of leave no stone unturned, but it forgot that saying, so it just fucking made one up. And it came up with don't leave any bushes empty. It tried. That's my interpretation. Like it panicked and accidentally jump scared me. I appreciate the chat interpretations that have turned it into a far more psychotic thing. But feeling good.
Have you played any of Heart Machine's games?
No, I haven't. Heart Machine? Haven't heard of it.
There's a fairly credible theory that dreams are just random neural pathways firing off and our brain only creates a semi-coherent narrative after the fact.
Yeah, I've heard that. There are a lot of theories. Dreams are how you process the day, sort of just incoherently. Just sort of a soup of memories getting mixed together. I've heard it's just sort of random neural pathways connecting and essentially creating little sparks in your brain, you know? If you have a bunch of wires and you randomly put them together, they'll make sparks, right? You do that enough, you create dreams. I think it's pretty plausible. I don't think there's, like, a spiritual meaning to it. Why, do you think that, like, dreams are parallel universes or something? That would be silly. What a silly concept.
Still on rock? My brother in Christ, this has been 3 hours.
I had probably the most capitalistic nightmare ever. I basically just had this dream that, like, Mommy, like, my character was actually an existing IP, and I just, like, subconsciously stole the design from Disney, and Disney sued me for their, like, lovable character, like Tommy Bombson or whatever, like, whatever the fuck I called it in my dream. It was this real, like, beloved childhood character, and I just never saw that TV show. So they just sued me for everything I had, and I had to sort of watch this thing that I never knew existed, you know, take the legacy that I thought I had created. And I was like, my entire brand is now over. But I woke up. La la. You know what this is? I know what this is. I don't know what's happening. But I can tell you one thing. This rocket launcher is gonna take me places. Huh? Air shots. Darn. I had a dream that you had a good week, Smile. Oh. What happened? I know there's like a way to control where it goes. I think. It works. You can grapple it. So it only does damage if it hits something, I guess. It's crazy to me that, like, I'm already getting a rocket launcher because I still feel like the grappling hook didn't... They did explore the grappling hook. Like, it got its level. But I'm almost impressed where it's like, I feel like you could do even more with just the grappling hook. And they're already giving me another weapon. Which I think is sort of a wonderful thing for a game to do. Still don't understand the non-damage shots, but figure it out. Because they nerfed the grapple a bunch, and people have been playing with it for a while. Yeah, it is a pretty game-changing addition. Especially because you don't have to, like, change to it. You just always have it. Someone's in chat telling me explosives don't do damage, right? There's always one. They don't hit directly. Oh. It's really fun. You can get so lost in a single mechanic in this game. Like, just so much fun with the rocket launcher, I forget about all the movement tech. Until I'm done killing. Okay. There are drawbacks. Rockets are attracted to magnets. Hold on, I have a slow internet speed and I'm downloading more brain cells right now to understand what that means. So I can shoot a rocket, stand on it, and then shoot nails or magnets. A nail attractor. Movement keys control rockets. Guess that's Dad. I got Dad. Good to know. Oh no, the level. Oh no. Well, no gamma setting. I feel so bad for the players that don't figure this out. They're gonna be walking for so long. Later. It's inverted controls, by the way, so it's kind of tricky. So you cannot infinitely stay on the rocket, at least not the way I'm doing it. Oh, it looks just like the Scorpion. Good, no good. Whoa. Oh shit. Huge brain. I get it now. I totally get it. Show your thing. Or maybe not. Oh, yes. Alright. I'm gonna need multiple strategies because its weak spot isn't always visible.
To infinitely ride rockets, place first rocket, freeze and ride. When it starts slowing down, freeze the rocket and place another one, hop on that one, and then release again. Loop forever.
It's not gonna work. Oh, so you just have to chain rockets. That's a lot of work. It would work, but it's a lot of it. Punch it to death. Close enough. There's not infinite leeway on the magnet, I guess. Barnacles. Leviathan. I've seen bigger. Yummy. The sock. I got every color of the rainbow. It's called the freeze frame. The rocket launcher. Hearsay, Act 2, Cry for the Weeper. It's here. You know what? Let's settle this. Since apparently you don't have certainty. Define hearsay.
Heresy.
Language is developmental. So it changes with the culture. Things that we considered slang years ago are now in the dictionary with definitions. I don't know why it's infinitely I'm not touching mouse one. Here's he?
Heresy.
Heresy?
Heresy.
Let's get a second opinion. I think that definition is hearsay. I don't. You never trust page 1 of Google. You got to go to Merriam itself to get the real answer.
Heresy. Heresy.
See, now notice they're both.
Heresy.
They're both different, right? That one has 2 syllables, but the other was 1, so neither of them are... Well, how about Cambridge? We all trust Cambridge, right?
Heresy. Heresy.
I don't know why it sounds like she's recording that from the bottom of a well.
Heresy.
Through, like, a paper Publix bag.
Heresy. Heresy.
Heresy. The act of having an opinion or belief that's the opposite or against what is official or popular opinion, or an action that shows that you have no respect for the official opinion. Well, you know what? I guess I'm a heretic. Heretic. I guess I'm a heretic.
wanna fight a boss now. Now.
Just imagining V2 is like a hyper energetic child. Okay. Ew. Pillars of Souls too? What is this of Souls like? Yo, red? Is that like dusk? Is that a dusk reference? Yo, the color red, is that a Better Call Saul reference? Is that a reference to the Salamancas? If I turned on my AC unit, would anyone even notice right now? I'm gonna test it. Because it's actually kind of warm down here. I want to see if anyone... Tell me if you notice any difference in the audio now that I have an AC blasting. No. Barely? That's what it sounds like. Ew, I can actually breathe again. Are you a Florida man? Hey, I'm a Colorado man during the week and a Florida man on the weekend, if you know what I mean. This makes me uneasy to listen to. You don't know what it means? It means that I have a condo in Florida that I visit on the weekends. And do copious amounts of methamphetamine in Florida. Watching this guy play is painful. Watching this guy chat is it's pleasant, actually. Even if you're mean, I appreciate you making yourself known. They're gonna take away my Ultrakill license. They're gonna take away my license to Ultrakill. Oh, they brought back Sortie. Yeah. No, no, no. Nah, might as well. No! Gotta really watch that timer, huh? This really is just a video game within a video game, and I love it. I feel like they hid the skull somewhere in the level, but I don't want to skip anything. Is this an Evangelion reference? Red Sky? Red water. Oh, forgive me. Well, the water is only the color of what it reflects, so I don't even understand how the fuck that water was red to begin with, but whatever. I guess red sun. I guess that yeah. No. Hakita has the patience of a saint to take this long to add a rocket launcher. I mean, there were explosives, because like the shotgun blast, but the mental fortitude to wait till late game to add it. Absolute kudos. Interesting. What? I want to listen for a bit. fucking nutty harmonics there. Poor thing. They're a little rusty. They haven't fought in like 5 layers. Rusty. I just got that. If you haven't watched the rehearsal yet, the last episode of the season, maybe the series, comes out, what, this Friday? This week? And Nathan Fielder is one of the greatest minds of our time. So if you still haven't watched it, find it, watch it. So Nathan Fielder he got this woman to agree to raise a kid from 0 to 18 over the course of 3 weeks, but they change the child actor every like 3 hours. And they progressively get older. And in the last episode, I don't want to spoil anything, but some major dynamic changes happen. What I will say is Nathan, she's like this egregiously Christian woman, like super diehard, whatever the term is for an unapologetically Christian. Nathan is like doing everything he can to just break her. And he, with like their pretend child, makes a video of the kid feeding Nathan feces, but the feces is like a Snickers bar, and the kid's going, eat my poo, daddy, and Nathan's like, yeah, I'll eat your and this goes on for like 5 minutes, and he just shows her this video, and it's deranged. He pushes this woman to her absolute limits. I think the best part is because Nathan is Jewish. He's of Jewish heritage. So he asks her if it's okay to raise the kid Jewish, and she's just not having it whatsoever. So he does like the normal healthy thing, and he takes the child to Sabbath behind her back in secret, and gets like a Jewish teacher to teach the child in the basement. He just keeps it a total secret. And just watch it. It completely derails, yet it doesn't derail somehow. And that's not even the whole show, but yeah. Nathan For You is one of my favorite TV shows ever, period. I'm convinced there's more platforms, but that's the only one I've found. I haven't sold you on the show. I mean, I can explain it, but I don't know if it'll register. In the episode before that, he teaches a method acting class of what he calls the Fielder method, which is stalking someone and copying all their mannerisms. And he's teaching a class of like 10 real actors how to do this. But he decides outside of it, he wants to know how good of a teacher he is, so he decides to use the method on one of his students. So he starts stalking one of his students and trying to method act as them, basically. And he convinces the student to give him his keys to his apartment while his student is off doing his own method acting. Nathan gets the apartment keys for his student and goes to his house. And I'm trying to understand... I'm trying to wrap my head around what happens next. It basically just goes down this sort of... What are those called? Like Maritriska? Those like Russian dolls where it's just a doll within a doll within a doll? Nathan basically starts with a really simple pitch. And that I feel like I'm not explaining it well. And if that makes the show sound weird and schizophrenic, then unfortunately that's kind of accurate. I'm sorry. I don't think it's possible to describe it. I'm trying to think of one of the less fucking insane things that he does on the show. How about the first episode of the rehearsal is Nathan asks someone who has a secret. This guy has been on a trivia team for what like 10 years? And his entire trivia team thinks that he has a master's degree because he lied about it. And he's terrified of telling them that because he thinks they'll kick him out of the group. So Nathan goes to this guy and says, we're going to rehearse you admitting it to them. We're going to build a set of the bar that you do trivia at. We're going to get an actor to pretend to be your friend, and you're going to admit your secret. And you're going to practice it 100 times until you know you can do it in real life. It's real. It's a real person rehearsing for a real thing. And it's exactly what they do. But I think the humor comes from Nathan sort of orchestrating each take to be, like, completely absurd. Just like, worst case scenario, his friend calls him an asshole, gets up and walks out, that kind of stuff. Basically every episode of it is a different type of rehearsal. Anyways, my spiel's gone on long enough. Would recommend. Does anyone know... Is there one more layer after this? Or one more area? Level. Is there one more level after this level? It's like 3. Okay. I expected the stream to end at like 9 o'clock. And we're starting to get close at my cutoff time. which is about 11 o'clock. And I'm gauging whether I can finish this tonight. There's one more level, but it's hard. Damn. I'll try to finish this area one more time, but if I don't, I think I'm gonna have to finish this stream tomorrow. Because I really can't do a midnight stream. Oof. Okay, one more try. But I really can't play after this one. I think describing Nathan Fielder fried my brain too much, and now I can't play. I think all you need to know is that he's an extremely dry meta comedian. And if you go in with that expectation, everything will make sense. And I'll leave it at that. Would you look at the time? I have to get off. Sincere apologies. I would have liked to, one stream this, but I gotta pop. What I think I'm gonna do is I'll do an early stream tomorrow. Since I do D&D tomorrow at 9, instead of doing the normal 7 o'clock, I'll start a little earlier. Eyeballing maybe 3 to 4 p.m. ET. So if you want to see me beat the rest of it, that'll be tomorrow. If you want to beat it yourself, go get Ultrakill before the price goes up once the game releases. Because you've only seen a fraction of it during the stream. And if you don't want to see it at all, then what are you? But yeah, that's it. I'm off. I have a Discord if you want to know when I'm live or to participate in just community events. I got a Twitter if you just want to see my hot fucking jokes. And I still don't have a release date on the next video. I don't see it in the next few weeks. But my transition to Blender is pretty good. I'm waiting still on a few features of my model to get ported from the commissioner. That, or I need to get more used to doing 2D face drawing, essentially. Basically, there's a couple technical setbacks for getting the next video out, but I don't think it should be any bigger than usual. So yeah. Live long, live well. Squeeze some frogs, fill your rivers, and have a good week. Bye ya.